Hey guys, what to here? Today we're covering a Friesland game of Celestial and his Edinburgh. Alright, so, yeah, obviously people are finishing the campaign, so a lot of people are having their Friesland set up, they're finishing up, and either are working towards it. So, there's going to be a lot of Frieslands, and a lot of people will be misplaying the Friesland because it is a very fun boat. In terms of competitiveness, it can vary, but it's not an easy boat to play by any stretch of the means. Obviously, a destroyer without torpedoes is a rough challenge for some, but for those who enjoy the Dakar and embrace the way, then it's going to be a fun boat. So, really you want to find yourself a position where you can capitalize on as many ships to be shot at as soon as possible. DDs typically don't have great range. With my build, lift the flag, by the way, is only 11.9. If you're looking to dress my build, you can take a look at the wee pinned bit video thing, majiggy, that I have for the Friesland Masterclass I have put up, and this might help you out. But yes, as I was saying, you want to find yourself a good position on a cap, preferably, where you can abuse the power you have with your good smokescreen and your very good range sonar, and you could take advantage of the spotting your team provides and really dack it down anything that is in range, doesn't matter what it is. Now, you got to be ballsy in Friesland, and that shot there, you really have to take advantage of every shot you can, as long as the risk is worth it. And I know, since I checked the division here, that the only destroyer here is indeed the Friesland. There is other DDs here, so I probably don't have to run my sonar, so I'm going to save it for a rainy day. I only have 2 smoke screens and 2 sonars. This island does perfectly fine as a smoke screen. Now, as you can see, that's what's going through my head. I'm going to keep up the rock music, so good luck. Have fun with that. We're going to keep the rock music going every time I get a salvo or start dacking something down. And you can see how frequently you want to use your guns. You really need to capitalize on the damage over time, and you really need to capitalize on using guns whenever possible, as long as the risk is worth it. Sometimes not worth it, but most of the time you probably need to shoot, and conserving your health as a gunboat is very vital. So we're going to pop a smoke screen here. Be aware that I had to check the minimap to see if any other ship was spotting the key, for example here, so that I can continue shooting while my smoke screen is active and concealing me and my vision of him. So again, the Friesland's kind of selfish. It requires someone to spot for them or the use of sonar, and if they are close enough to you in sonar range, hopefully the destroyer, you can just dacker them down. But if you can't, and it's a battleship or a cruiser, you probably need to run away. Again, you don't have the torpedo deterrent like all other DDs do. So you really need to be aware of your surroundings and constantly look at that mini-map. And I know it's very easy to get tunnel vision when you're dacking like this, but you need to be constantly looking around your surroundings, seeing what's what. Now, at the rate of the cap here, still contested. It looks like the other caps are somewhat struggling as well, so I'm pretty safe to say I don't think there'll be any sonar, any torpedoes needed. That being said, I am running sonar for defensive measure in case Freeze decides to rush me. That way I get a little bit early warning, and my teammates that are on the cap could help me out. So that's the goal there. That's the plan. That's why I'm running the precious sonar consumable. It's always worth using it to save your life if possible. Now, trying to get rid of that key, you really want to focus on the fires at this range. AP can do work, but he was partially angled and it's not reliable. Fires will do a lot of damage here, so let's try and do our best to back him down. As we saw before, Friesland shells are really floaty, which is both good and bad, but for long range targets it can be quite bad. But for battleships, you can still get comfortable hits. Unfortunately, Celestial does push a little bit here, and he is punished a little bit. But he's playing aggressive with his team, and it does work wonders. He does have radar, bruh, which means he just radared that little Yang for us, Friesen, sorry. And as a result, we're just trying to get the Dakar down and trying to get him off the map. Now, he is stern tanking in Edinburgh, and realistically, if the Edinburgh is paying attention and gets a good salvo, it shouldn't matter because the upper deck will just be raked by the AP. Unfortunately, he's ducking and dodging here. I think he's taking a lot of salvos. Maybe the gun turret's not the right way. Unfortunate, but hey, he's a bit of a good fight. Unfortunately, though, this is a division mate here, You got the Friesland, the key, and the turpets, and the key does save the Friesland from certain disaster. You can also tell they're definitely working together, as the turpets does take one of a couple of shots on me as well. At this point here, I'm fighting a losing battle, so I need to go dark and try and disengage as much as possible. This is where the decision making has to be quick, it has to come in suddenly, because every little bit of health matters. So yeah, you be careful. Gunboats rely on their health, and yeah, disengaging what I did, alright, I'm happy with it. Maybe could have done it a little bit sooner, but again, hindsight is 2020. So, really want to shoot this turpets, but I can't risk getting spotted right now. Smokescreen may not have full coverage over me here, because the rear of the turpets is potentially spotting me. So again, need to be careful about when to engage here. Before I reach past this island here, I'm going to engage for plenty immersive smokescreen, and any that's not immersive smokescreen is under this cover here, so I can keep the darken down. Now, Friesland's still in the cap. If he rushes me, it could be dangerous, but I do have some support nearby. Whether they help me out, that's a different story entirely, but we'll have to see. So, get damaging while we can. I know it doesn't seem like much, but one fire could do a lot of damage, so it's well worth trying to get something done on the turrets when we still can. So yeah, just getting as much as we can out of it, and yeah, I think we've run out of range, so we do need to push up here. But fortunately, Friesland has got out of the cap, so we can actually cap this, and that is quite important because we are pretty much neck and neck when it comes to points, with a 10-point lead, I believe, something stupid like that. Yeah, honestly, like a 10-point lead, something like that. So, capping this objective, we are pushing in because our sonar is almost just up, and we could sonar him through the smoke here if he's still close, and potentially spot him without being able to spot us. So we are rushing him a little bit. This is okay because I thought he'd like to contest the cap. He's not comfortable with fighting us right now, so he's not going for it. We are going to shoot a little bit here, but we are fine because we just capped, and we are running the sonar just in case the other DDs have got into the mix as well. Additionally, hoping to spot the Friesland, as we said before. Now, a bit risky here, but hey, we need to get as much Daka down as possible. And yeah, only hit like 4 shells, but it's still, every shell could cause a fire, even if it's a shatter, so well worth that fire. Double fire, actually. Even better. So, we got the fire here. Again, out of range again, but you really need to play this carefully. We're down quite a few ships. Well, scratch that, we did go up one, that's nice, but we're down one ship, but they have a massive DD lead here. 3 DDs versus 1. And yeah, pretty rough. Friesland has got no health though, so he'll be almost completely relying on his smokescreen if he still has one, so that is something to note. So basically, we're going to get closer. We still have a smokescreen in the back pocket, but you got to remember the ship needs to be well within the spawning range in order for us to effectively use it. Richelieu is close enough to the island that the only thing that's spotting us is the enemy Friesland, of course. But we can't afford not to shoot and try and bring down this enemy Richelieu. 2 fires or something that, and even some pain damage might do some wonders. But then again, it's Richelieu, it's not with 2 HE of this caliber. So yeah, Richelieu is taking names. He's just took out our Iowa, so we've got to try. We've only got 2 pens here, as you can see, but we do manage to pick up a fire. We keep the damage up here, but sometimes looking around is also very valuable. So we're gonna keep looking, and you see most of it is shatters, probably the guns. This is why I don't think Richelieu is a very weak to high explosive as opposed to any other ship in the game. Yes, mostly 32, but realistically, a bow on Richelieu is your target, and the guns take up quite a large section of the ship, so it's better than any deck armor in the game because it's simply a shattered all HE. Even the tankier boats like the Vladivostok with its 30mm deck plating has a gigantic 30mm bow and its infrastructure to farm as well. Everything is under fires, even the Vanguard. So that's my wee rant over here, but our goal here is just simply to get fires. As you can see, 77 shatters and only 3 pens. 120s don't do much. You need the 203s or the 152s with EOP in order to get the results you need. We do burn down the Richelieu, which is great. You think it takes some pain damage from our friendly battleship, and we can now start farming turpets a little bit more. We're still spotted, but realistically, basically it's not going to be shooting us. Even if he has the range, probably the battleship rushing him is more dangerous for him. So we're gonna keep shooting. By the way, if a Friesland did shoot me, I would still continue shooting because I need to kill those turpets. Friesland does take down the Ritually. Ritually does take down the Friesland though, which is really useful. Not a great trade for us. Tier 7 Friesland. Ritually, I don't know how much health he had, but the Friesland was on barely anything, so not a great trade. Turpets does go dark because the Ritually was spotting, so we do not have a vision. We are quite high in the island at the time. We are spotted potentially by the Fletcher or Lo Yang, but no one's shooting us. Fletcher opens up here, and this is the point where I don't think I need to add any more commentary, and you can just listen to the rock music here. Also at this point, folks, just to know, I do make a bit of a mistake here and pull out of the smoke screen. I should just held here as long as physically possible to try and win the match here, but you never know. You gotta try. I don't know. I was all hyped up on adrenaline at this point, you know. This is where we go crazy and we see how much we can do, how much of a Friesland hero, you know, we can be. Let's go. This was stupid, but honestly, I wouldn't have done it. I probably wouldn't have done it any different, you know. It's just the adrenaline, man, gets you sometimes. You don't always make the best plays this way. So yeah, we're fighting a pretty healthy Friesland Fletcher. Let's go! Oh, come on! Come on! 531 health. Oh, but he's on fire, and he repairs it. Oh, you know, fire would have killed him. Just saying. If he had the damage control unavailable, that would have killed him, and that would have won the game. And now, we got to endure the most painful sequence of events that I've ever had to watch in a long time in World of Warships. Now, I'll fast forward this for you guys, okay? But oh my god. This Odin, oh man. Oh. Nothing wrong with the Odin player, he actually played fine, but it was so tense. Oh. This was, I had my heart in my mouth, man. It was ridiculous what was going on here. Because I'm leaving up to him. His sonar's run out, okay, because he used it before to spot the turpets, torps, and so forth. So he doesn't have sonar. Fletcher has just fired at least one set of torps. I think it was both sets there. So he's on a reload. Fletcher's not going to reload. He's probably only got one more set left in the game, maybe. And the Odin has been firing HE. He just fluffs that salvo, unfortunate. Again, doesn't have enough clearance over the island to actually hit the Fletcher. Fletcher does drop torps. One set of torps, be aware, it's only one set. And the Odin does dodge these very well, which is very good. He might still have sonar running, I don't actually know. So with this, we know the Fletcher has one torp salvo left, but one torp salvo or one torp tube left. 4 torps can kill the Odin. One of his own main weaknesses is bad torpedo protection. It does have the sonar, but this is probably on cooldown right now, so we'll see. Now, worst thing for the Odin to do in this situation is get closer because the Fletcher could rush him, but Fletcher's also on no health. So it's now or never to make the play. We will win as long as he doesn't win this fight. So he has to fight him. He has to go for it. Like it has to be now. He's fired his torps, and they are spotted because he's so close. Or he could be running sonar. We don't know. But yeah, they're so close, and that's it. He's got no chance of winning now. Like, there's nothing he can do here. The torps can't kill him. He can't come down in time. Odin fires torps of his own, and this looks like a GG here. So yeah, well played on the Odin's part. My God, I was so tense. I wasn't sure what he was doing. I was worried. I was panicked. And he actually kills the Fletcher in the well as well to add the final nail in the coffin. So my God, what a fun game to play. I love the Friesland, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. And yeah, see, 3000 XP, 3 kills, and yeah, pretty much a crazy game. So yeah, if you guys like this video and you're interested to know more about Friesland and other ships, please take a look at my channel. Please subscribe. Please give it a like and tell me what you thought. You know, I'm all interested in what you guys think. It's the only way I can improve my videos is if you guys tell me what's going on. So, without much further ado, I'll see you guys later. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.